Welcome back, Gaming with King family, to another F1 Clash video. We're here for the opening round of the Ferrari Team Series event. And yes, if you did not see our crate opening video, we did buy another 10x crate. And we did get our Leclerc almost, basically we wanted 44 cards to level him up to level 6, and we got those cards and extra. So now it's just a matter of us working on coins to leveling him up, but that's going to be at a later date, not in this event at all. All right, so we're going to be jumping in now to our opening round here and see how our drivers do on our first 4 races as we get qualified for the final round tomorrow. Let's go Barcelona, 50% chance of rain for race 1. Let's jump on into it. Here we go for our first race of the video. Barcelona, 50% chance of rain, and it's a wet qualifiers. Let's see how our Leclerc and Alonso qualify. Ooh, look at that. It's Charles Leclerc way out in P11, Alonso down in P21. Is it a wet? Ah, man, I don't like it at the wet starts. If it was like a dry start into wets, then that would be fine. But wet starts, not liking the wet starts at all. We're gonna give Cuppa to Leclerc, and we're gonna go Cuppa with Alonso, so we get a massive race start. We want Alonso to get a strong race start so he can pick up some positions earlier on and probably go catch up to Charles Leclerc as he tries to pick up some positions as well. Alright, so perfect start for Leclerc, fast start for Alonso. As we see Leclerc trying to go for the outside line here, but he got blocked by, is that Ocon? I think it is. Now he's trying to squeeze it up the inside. He's up to P6. And look at Alonso coming in the back. He's all I want. He's all I think about at the race starts. Alonso, he's a man. He's a massive driver with the race start boost. I'm not going to tell any lie. Alonso is a massive driver with the race start boost. If you do got your Alonso up to good levels, definitely give him a try and see his magnificent drives. Alright, so we're up to P12 with Alonso, and we're up to P7 with Leclerc. Leclerc still picking up positions. Alonso trying to defend, holding off the pack. Who's that passing? Ocon just sneaked by or Alonso there, and then he stopped the rival, but it's alright. We'll sneak back by. We didn't get to go by there. Failed attack. We're going to try up to defend Bottas. Good defense from Bottas there. Alonso, Leclerc still moving up to P5 now as Alonso holds down P13. He has nice clean air in front and behind him here, so a nice little gap for him to be quite comfortable at this point. As our Leclerc continues to go, we're going to go for 4 laps. It's going to be mostly wet here. As you see, it's long for the sun to come in. Right, so we can go into pit. Ooh, we could go 5 with our Leclerc. Leclerc could go 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to pit with Alonso. And then we're going to go for 5 with Leclerc. Now, Alonso is up to P14 with a nice little gap to P15. Now, we'll see if we can sneak back by Hulkenberg there. Then what we're going to do is cut down Alonso to conserve. I want him to charge his battery while he's on his way into pit, as most of the cars are going to go around for 5 laps. Then we're going to be putting our go to pit orders for Leclerc. Then we boost now our Alonso. Alright, so the reason why I was charging Alonso is for this exact same reason. Majority of the cars are going to be going into pit now, and we want to boost our Alonso by pit. So what we're going to do is we're going to start his boost stage from right here, and he should possibly go by pit and pick up a good amount of positions while everybody is in the pit stocking and doing all kind of stuff. Alright, so here comes our Alonso as our Leclerc tries to exit back out in P4. Here comes Alonso flying down, and he's up to P9. Alright, so great undercut there from Alonso as he's out of power unit. Now Leclerc up to P3. We could push him for the remainder of the race. Alonso lost P9 in P10. Let's give him some support, see if he can hold off George Russell, Esteban Ocon, see if we can sneak back up the inside. Yes, we can. Cut him back down. He has a nice little gap there now, so he could get comfortable in P9 and continue to push. as he goes along. All right, now we're gonna line up for Leclerc here to boost. See if we can pass. Who's this right up here? Which car is this? Looks like Kevin Magnussen. Yep, it is. It is Magnussen. I was wondering, like, what is Magnussen doing in P2? But it is Magnussen. Let's see if we can squeeze by Magnussen here. All right, no overtaking on the straights. Cut back down there. Boost back up. Nope, we're out of power unit. And Magnussen is glitching all over the place. All over the place is glitching. Kevin Magnussen, as we try to sneak by him now, we got him. As we boost now, or Alonso to finish from here. He should pick up signs as Russell is right on him, trying to squeeze by him. He's trying to squeeze by signs. It's glitching all over the place. Around the outside he goes, picking off all of signs, leaving George Russell to fight that battle as we boost on to the finish line for a massive P2, P8 finish here in our first race. A great first race here from our drivers, especially Alonso from P21 to P8. Massive drive from him. Charles Leclerc from P11 to P2. Great drive from him. But yeah, 40 points. Let's jump into our next race and see how we do in that one. Here we go for our next race on Mexico. Let's see what kind of qualifiers we get here and what we could do here. And so that's Leclerc out there in P11 as Alonso continues to hold his spot in P21. All right, so both drivers have good distance here, so we're going to go softs for both drivers. We know Alonso is going to be making up some places, especially with the soft tires. He's definitely going to be making up some places. Leclerc should make up some place as well with his soft tires as we move off here. All right, so let's watch Charles Leclerc. He moves to the inside. Yes, he does. Alonso gets the perfect start, moves off to the inside line. Also got blocked. Can he move around? Look at that. Leclerc already up to P5. Alonso can't make his way through on these softs. He's now dropped to P22, struggling here on this start. So poor start for Alonso there, but a massive start for Leclerc, who's now up to P4. All right, can he sneak up into P3? Good try from Leclerc. Let's see the front runners. We have AI Leclerc on hard, so we should pick off P3. Alonso stuck in P22 here. Seems to get past Albon at all, as Leclerc defended Perez there. Now we want to try to get Leclerc in front of AI Leclerc here, because he's on the hard compound. So we're going to kind of push him a little bit here to see if he can nudge and get past. There we go. Now he's past. Alonso now in P20. Now we can give him some support to make up some place. He didn't get the massive position gain because he got blocked on the start, but it is what it is. It happens from time. So he'll have to make up his way naturally through going through the pack, but he's good for it. As you can see, he's moving up one by one. He's moving up one by one, two by two. He's moving up. All right, so we're gonna go pit with Alonso for hards. We should have gone for mediums instead of hards here, but we want to give him room to boost. Then we're gonna cut down Leclerc and bring in Leclerc for mediums because we want room to boost. But we should have gone for the medium tires with our Alonso. Leclerc is going to run out of tires right at the entrance of pit. There we go. Now we could just boost him on in from there to these mediums. Now Alonso, we would want to have the power unit with him to boost here so we can go by pit and pick up some positions. All right, we got exit in front of the rival, boost off and secure P8. As Alonso struggles in the back. So this one is going to be a struggling race for Alonso, but he should pick up some positions while some of these guys go into pit. He's closing the gap nicely to P20 here. So when some of these guys decides to go to pit, Alonso will be there to make up some places as Leclerc moves up to P4. Now we're going to boost Alonso by pit here and see if we can pick up some of these guys in the pit. And then we're just cutting back down there. So so we're up to P17 with him. Nice. Let me see. We still have cars that have not pitted on hards, and they are, and Alonso is right on them. Right on them is where Alonso, so he should pick up those positions as those guys go to pit. As the rival boosts away here, now we're gonna boost or Alonso to go by pit and pick up a few more position. Alright, so he's up to P15, taking his time and trying to make his way. Alright, we have mediums behind, and we still have a hard tires out in front. AI Leclerc, who have not pitted as yet, so we should pick up that to P3. Valtteri Bottas, Logan Sargent, all these guys I think are on soft tires now. Alright, so they were on mediums, so now we have hards behind, which is Hulkenberg. So let's boost there. Alright, so we can boost now or Leclerc to finish, see if we can catch Lewis Hamilton on the last lap. On the last few corners, no he cannot. And Alonso moves up to P16. We're going to boost him here to try and maintain P16 to the finish line. So not a massive race for Alonso here at Mexico. Poor start for him, he got blocked, and that kind of killed his race overall. But we managed to come back for 16 points. Still for a massive 31 points for our team. We'll take that. Alright, let's jump on into our next race and see how we do in that one. Here we go for first race on Bahrain. Not Bahrain, our third race. Not our first race, our third race here on Bahrain. Let's go. Alright, Leclerc out there. Alonso P21 again. P23 this time for Alonso. But he should get a good start at Bahrain. Bahrain is not a holdback track. And we're going to just go for the double softs again for our drivers. Though last time out, double soft didn't work out for Alonso, but we're going to run it again here at Bahrain and do the two-stop strategy and see how our drivers get along with that. All right, perfect start for Alonso, just like the last time. A bit slow, slams into the back of a Williams. Now he's on the outside, making up some places. What we want to see him do, just like that, up to P15. Leclerc now up to P9 as Alonso closes the gap. Come on, Leclerc, you have to drive because Alonso is coming, and we don't want you to be nice and close. So make use of these softs. There you go, Leclerc up to P5, Alonso up to P14. All right, we're going to cut down there, and then we're going to boost back up through these corners. See if we can squeeze by Ocon. Yes, we can. Can we get Magnussen? Yes, we can. As our power unit ends now. Alright, we squeeze past Gasly as well. So P3, P11 as we go out of power unit for our first lap. Massive start now for our drivers. Showing you how the soft tires should be used is our drivers here. Leclerc moving up to P2. Can he get P1? Yes, medium tires on Verstappen. So we could pick off Verstappen any minute. Up the inside. There we go. Alonso up to P8. Using these softs the way they should be used. Now we're going to be going to the medium tires, or we could come back to softs since we're going to be doing a two-stop anyways. So we're just going to come back to soft tires with both drivers, and then we'll just let them drive on those softs and come back to softs. So it's a full soft race here since we're doing a two-stop strategy with the gap between both drivers. Alonso up to P7. Squeezing into that position right there as we allow our power unit to charge. Alright, looks like we have to cut down Alonso here because his tires doesn't look strong as Leclerc's. So we cut him down so he makes it to the pit entry without running out of tires. Then we boost him back up as our Leclerc comes back out in P4. Alright, so we're going to cut him down there because we want him to do a comfortable 3 laps. Don't block P15. Good, or Alonso didn't get blocked by P15. So we're going to cut him down right there. And we'll just allow our drivers now to drive, you know, and make up some positions as they go along. You see signs here holding up for Alonso. We got past. Now we want our Alonso to keep going to close the gap so he can zips past the pits and pick up some positions. We're going to boost him here as Leclerc picks up back P1. Let's push Alonso a little bit here to go by pit. Pick up a few of those guys who are going to be in there. Then we're going to cut him back down. So we're up to P11 with him. We were at P8 on our stop. So we have these guys on hard tires. We have not stopped as yet. We have them to pick off when we go to pit. Now we boost back up to give some support inside line. He's around the outside. No support there. We couldn't defend Lance Stroll from around the outside. So we'll let him go. Now we put in our go to pit orders with no servicing for our Leclerc, as Alonso should go by these guys now on hard tires who will be pitting now. All of them. Now we're up to P6 and we're going to do no servicing onto softs. Now we have saved up a good amount of power unit on both our drivers to boost the last 2 laps here. So we should be okay to score a massive amount of points in this one. Boosting Leclerc as Alonso trail AI Leclerc, who is on hard tires. And so we're gonna go into pit now. He should get back out at least behind P11. Alright, so he's back out in P12. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to leave them to empty their power unit this lap. We're not waiting for the final lap at all. We're just going to empty the power unit and let our drivers push as hard as they can to pick up some places in this lap. Alright, so here's Gasly. We got him. A few cars will be going into pit in front of our Alonso. We want to make sure, nobody pitted. Everybody's going for 0 tires. They're running it to the end. They're running it. The rival Leclerc, he's going to make it. He's running it. And some of these hard tires, they're running it. Fernando Alonso on his softs. So we want to sneak by AI Alonso on his softs. Up the inside of Lewis Hamilton we go. Let's sneak by AI Alonso. He blocked. Good block from him. But we sneak by him in the end. Just want a little bit more power unit here to boost by Sainz. Let's do it now, and we should get AI Sainz out the way. There we go, up to P6 for a massive amount of points here. Alright, we'll definitely take that 43 points for us in this one. We'll take that. Alright, so great race from our drivers. Massive race there from our drivers. Let's jump on into our final race of the video and see how we do in that one. Here we go for our next race on Baku. 71% chance of rain here, and it's a wet qualifiers. Hopefully it's a mixed race, or if it's just a full wet race. It's alright either way. Alright, so P22 for Alonso, P14 for Leclerc, and it's going to be a wet race. Not necessarily mixed, but wet. Alright, so we're going to go with the Kappa for our Leclerc. As for Alonso, we're going to give him the Kawhi here. Let's go. See what we can do in this one. Alright, so we want to boost off at the start. We're going to give Alonso the 3-4 strategy. Perfect start for both drivers. Leclerc got blocked. Alonso got blocked on the start. Now we see them moving up into some positions. Here comes Alonso firing away. Wants to catch up to Leclerc. He's up to P17 as Leclerc moves up to P12. Alonso moves up to P16, 15. Leclerc moves up to P11. Alonso trying to move up to P14. Leclerc up to P10. Alonso now up to P14, up to 13 as Leclerc moves up to P9. Alonso wants to get up to P12. Leclerc moving up to P8. Here comes Alonso. Leclerc, can he move up to P7? Yes, he can. And we're going to cut him down there as he's out of power unit anyways. And Alonso up to P12. Massive start from both our drivers. Here comes Charles Leclerc trying to overtook George Russell there, but got blocked. Here comes Alonso pushing, power forwarding. I want to catch up to Leclerc. Leclerc lost the position to Perez right there. Wonder what's going on with him. Come on, Charles, get into the swing. Get back in there. Alonso is basically on him right now. But luckily for us, we're going to be doing 4 laps with Leclerc, hopefully. Yeah, we're just going to do 4 laps. He's going to run out of tires, but it's all right. We'll just still do 4 laps with him. He's on the straight. almost. So he's going to run out of tires on that straight with his 50%. And we're going to bring in Alonso here into pit now. All right. So he doesn't stock when you go to pit with Leclerc. Now we'll have to defend Alonso as AI Alonso is attacking our Leclerc. And we don't want to attack AI Alonso with our Alonso because that's probably going to team orders for Leclerc and just let Alonso pass freely. And we don't want that. So we'll just let Leclerc continue to drive naturally. Now we could boost our Alonso as we want him to make his way into pit, and we won't be able to boost him on his next lap because it's going to be his out lap. And if we do boost him on that lap, we're going to burn his tires and not be able to get 4 laps. All right, so we're going to cut him there and then let him drive naturally, and wherever he undercuts to, then that's good for him. He's going to be able to keep that position, but we're not going to be able to boost at all because we don't want to burn the tires. All right, so Leclerc in P8, everybody now is going to be going into pit, stocking all over. So Leclerc should pick up some positions from the front runners as there's going to be a lot of stocking going on. So we should get out back into like P4 or something. All right, so we got out in P6, and Alonso, what an undercut without boosting. Alonso made his way up to P7, wanted to take down Leclerc a while ago. Now, which team got out in front of us with both of their drivers? Ferrari got both their drivers out. I think we got in between the Mercedes. Yeah, so we did pick up some positions. Only the Ferrari team we did pick up a position on in that pit stop. All right, so here comes now Alonso crossing the line at 52%. So that gives us the signal that he's good to go for 4 laps. And Leclerc is going to be doing 3 laps. We could push Leclerc on the final lap here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to push Leclerc on the final lap. Let's see if he can pick up some positions off these other guys on that final lap. Move up probably up to P3. Let's push him here. So we got Perez out the way nice and early. And we don't want to waste the boost down the straight. So we're going to cut it back down and let him go naturally down the straight. Then we're going to boost him from here. As Alonso now has his final lap. He has a little bit of power unit, so he could probably try and pick up Perez as Leclerc moves up to P3, where we expected him to move up to. He's not going to catch up to P2 before making it to the line, and then we're just going to line up and boost or Alonso on Perez from here. See if we can sneak by Perez. Inside line. Come on, we got him around the outside. All right, we're going to cut him back down so he doesn't run out of tires. And Leclerc in P3, Alonso into P6 for a great finish here. Massive 41 points for us in our final race here. So awesome racing from our drivers here. I'm not going to lie, they're just massive. Especially Alonso, he's a massive driver in the game. If you have your Alonso at good levels, definitely use him. I'm not going to lie. He's a massive, massive driver. All right. Joey qualifies in the back. He makes up all of those positions with his race start. As long as you give him some race start boost with what he already have, he's amazing. All right. So that's basically going to be it for our opening round qualifiers. Use code word round just down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys who watch the full videos for all your support. 155 is our score. And if you didn't see our crate opening video where we opened 10 more Team Ferrari crates, make sure to go check that out. And once again, a massive thank you guys to all of you guys for all your support as the content creator code trial came to an end. So until it's back in the game, really appreciate you guys who supported the channel while it was alive. And thank you so much for all your support once again. All right, so that's basically going to be it for this one. And I'll hit you guys in the next one. Peace. Shout out Christopher Graves.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love.